Have you ever wondered why some clients seem to fade away? Sometimes it feels like they've dropped off the face of the earth. So if clients seem to be ghosting you lately, how about we take a look at what might be going on and how to fix it? Sound good? Sit tight, I'll be right back. Welcome back, heroes. It is Warwick Brown, founder at Account Manager Tips, host of the Cam Club, and on a mission to help busy key account managers get results. So what is ghosting? Well, Merriam-Webster, the dictionary, says that it's the act or practice of abruptly cutting off all contact with someone, usually without explanation. Now, we've all been ghosted by a Tinder date that didn't go as well as we thought, but clients? I mean, why would someone who's already using your solution and paying for it, I might add, stop returning your messages? It's maddening, it's frustrating, and a massive waste of time as you chase and chase and chase. So, to prevent ghosting, you first got to understand what's caused your client to avoid you in the first place. Let's get into it. Here are 7 reasons why clients go dark. Number 1, they didn't hear from you. Did you know that it takes an average of 5 touches to get someone to buy something? Well, look, it feels that way about getting them to do something as well. If they don't hear from you after your first conversation or your last conversation, there's a good chance that your client has just moved on. It's not personal, it's just business. But what can you do about it? Make sure you have a system in place so your client gets a follow-up message from you as soon as possible. And keep them in your calendar. Always have a meeting with your client scheduled for sometime in the future. Even if they ghost you between meetings, at least you have those placeholders to catch up. 2, they're busy. It's easy to forget that clients are human, just like the rest of us, and they're not always available, and they are certainly not at our beck and call. So if they don't return your phone calls, well, chances are they're just busy with something else. Now, look, that doesn't mean you should give up. But instead of a message to remind them of their commitment to you, send a message to ask if you can help. Let them know that whatever you needed can wait and they're off the hook for now. The last thing they need, if they're busy, is more pressure from you asking for stuff that makes them feel guilty. Now, if they value what you provide or will provide, they're going to respond once their schedule clears up. And of course, if they don't, well, you know where you stand. 3, they don't need anything. As a key account manager, if you've done your job right, well, maybe there's no reason for them to stay in touch. When everything runs smoothly, that frees your client up to concentrate on things that aren't working. Usually our clients are way more important to us than we are to them, especially if you're not a major supplier. I once had a client who told me, Warwick, you know what, your category is 5% of my spend, so I only want it to take 5% of my time managing it. All right. The more you know. So it's okay if things go well. Sometimes no news really is good news. And, maybe you just have to rebalance your communication expectations to align with your value as a supplier and what your client's looking for from you as well. 4, they've lost confidence in you. Ask yourself, have I really been delivering my best as an account manager? Maybe you've fumbled. Maybe you even dropped the ball. Have you missed important deadlines, not delivered on the results that you agreed? Maybe you've been difficult to reach or slow to respond to issues. Have you had some disagreements lately? Any of these situations may lead your client to question your work ethic or your ability to perform. So review past interactions for clues. Where may things have gone wrong with your client relationships? I once had a client who refused my calls and contacted my boss to say they wanted another key account manager. I was mortified. This came out of the blue. I thought we had a great relationship. I was racking my brains. What did I do? After some soul searching, I realized that I had missed some reports that I had promised. Now, in my mind, I thought, no big deal, so what? You would have thought the world had ended, though, from my client's perspective, and I realized it's their perspective that counts. So I sent a follow-up email to my client right away with the missing reports. I apologized, and it wasn't long before they had a change of heart about a change of account manager. Our relationship got back on track, and they started to return my phone calls. So the moral of the story? Successfully deliver what you agreed, and if you're running into any problems, just let your client know. 5, they're not interested. Even though we hate to admit it, sometimes people just don't want to talk to us. They don't see the value. They don't have any money. It's too much work for them. They think you're too expensive. What they have works fine. I mean, it goes on and on. What other reasons can you come up with why your client might not be interested? Because once you've identified those objections, you can plan a strategy to overcome them. Now, you may need to adapt your approach, your communication from a different angle, or in fact, you may realize, right now at least, you're giving them all they need. And nothing wrong with that. 6, it's bad timing. If you know your client already has a lot going on, do not send them more work. That will only make their already busy life busier. Beyond their workload, though, there could be a lot of other things going on which might make it a bad time to ask for stuff. Uncertainty from organizational changes, problems with colleagues leading to stress and anxiety, performance issues at work, a difficult boss, office politics that make certain topics sensitive or off limits, personal lives, of course, that spill into work and lead to distractions, and lots more. It could be that it's too difficult, embarrassing, or confidential to talk to you. Silence is easy. Make a conscious effort to show more empathy. Recognize the emotional factors your client may feel and the problems they face, and send messages of support. And also look for alternatives. Can you do things more simply in less time, or in fact with another person? Maybe you're overwhelming your key contact with too much, and you could do the same thing with somebody else. And finally, number 7, you're pushing too hard. We should never be pushy with our clients because it makes them feel uncomfortable. Your goal is to make them feel more at ease while talking to you, not less, to work together to achieve goals. So reflect on your interactions with your clients. Have you pressured them or harassed them? Are you sending them too many messages, left them too many voicemails? Have you gone over their head or behind their back to get things done and get attention on what you want to do? Have you jumped into solutions without understanding their problems? You may seem desperate, or a bully, or a stalker, none of which are a good look. We all have deadlines, we all have targets and things we need to get done, and those demands can lead us to put pressure onto our clients. So when you're asking for things, be assertive but not aggressive. So let's compare these two sentences, right? Aggressive, you need to make a decision by Friday. Assertive, can you give me a date when you can make a decision? Can you see the difference? Same message, but the aggressive approach is a turn-off and may even antagonize your client. The assertive approach is decisive and encourages discussion. So don't drown your clients in a barrage of information and requests. Take your time, focus on what your clients need and not what you can give. Make sure you've got a process to stay in touch. I think I mentioned this earlier, but contact plans and reminders are a great way to ensure that there's a reasonable interval between your messages and that you've got something useful to share when you do send them. So that's a wrap, heroes. Remember, it's not uncommon for a client to fall off the radar. Sometimes it's as simple as they just need to take care of business. Other times, they're just not interested. Whatever the case may be, it's important to know why you get ghosted so that you can be prepared for it in the future. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, how about subscribing? And leave a comment below and let me know if you've ever been ghosted. I've shared my stories. I'd love to hear some of yours. Now, if you want to keep watching, I recommend this video all about the right questions to ask your clients to get to know them better. And until next time, heroes, bye for now.